More than 400 Southwest flights have been canceled today as the airline struggles now to address maintenance issues on dozens of its planes. Joining me to discuss is Seth Kaplan with Airline Weekly. Seth, good to see you. Certainly a travel nightmare for so many people. And what's this about? Do we know?
Yeah, well, Southwest says that it has a lot of planes, as you said, grounded for maintenance. It said that there's no common theme here, that, you know, it's all different kinds of things. So different sometimes, you know, in the past we can remember where something went wrong and they had to check all the planes for that thing. Not going on here. They've kind of been implying that their mechanics, who are long overdue for a new contract, might be slowing down the operation on purpose. They sort of started off kind of gently suggesting it, and they've more and more been kind of saying that in recent days. Mechanics for the airport, of course, say that's not the case. They're just trying to be safe. In your
profession, you combine journalism, aviation. How much do you really think that people remember these stories? Do they tend to stick with their favorite airline no matter what happens?
Yeah, good question, Susan. You know, people tend to have short memories, especially when it's about an airline that generally has a good reputation, which Southwest has had over the decades. You know, just think, you ask your friends and family, how do they feel about Southwest? They might say, well, look, it's not fancy, but it's a reliable, safe airline. That has tended to be their reputation. And so when you've built that up as an airline, you can kind of get away with some things going wrong and then hope that people will indeed forgive you and forget before too long. So if indeed they can, you know, come to terms here with mechanics, if in fact it is what's going on, mechanics slowing down the operation, get things going smoothly again soon, as usually happens in situations like this, I think people will move on pretty quickly.
And do perks kind of outweigh their downfall? And what do people have the least patience for? Is it waiting or delays, or let me guess, being stuck on the tarmac?
Yeah, that's a big one. You know, we used to have those reports of people being stuck away from gates for hours without food and water, overflowing toilets, all that. New regulations have actually made that more rare. But yeah, people above all want reliability. You know, all the fancy perks don't make people forget about that very late flight. So as an airline, you got to get that right. And then beyond that, people look at, yeah, who has the, oh, I don't know, the live TV and the seat back and the other things that
or maybe
like.
An extra pillow. Seth Kaplan,
yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you, Susan.
your insight.